We've heard countless stories about the biggest heists and the most notorious robbers, but the names of professionals always make the news, while lesser criminals remain out of the spotlight. In this compilation, we've gathered the dumbest criminals who have ever committed robberies. 10. The Boaster. Not many criminals want to become famous, but Andrew Hennels always wanted to be popular and well-known. So, before committing a robbery, he posted a selfie and a picture of a knife on Facebook with the brief message, "Robbing Tesco." The police didn't need much more than that. Exactly 15 minutes later, they arrested him with a knife and for £110 in cash that he had stolen from the Tesco supermarket in Kings Lynn, Norfolk. He was later sentenced to 4 years in prison. 9. The Cleanliness Enthusiast. In 2014, elderly couple Pat Dyson and Martin Holtby from Lancaster County returned home from vacation to find a burglar sound asleep in their bed. To their astonishment, the burglar, Lucas Chinovsky, a Polish immigrant in England, had washed all their dishes, done his laundry, and even bought some groceries from the local supermarket during their absence. He did ruin a pot, but who doesn't make mistakes? Sard Pat Dyson. Chinovsky confessed to the burglary and was given a suspended sentence and fined £200. His love for cleanliness saved him from a harsher punishment. 8. The Penguin Thieves. Two tourists from Wales found themselves in court after getting drunk and stealing a penguin named Dirk from a local zoo while vacationing in Australia. 20-year-olds Rhys Owen-Jones and Kerry Mules broke into the Gold Coast Zoo in Queensland, swam with the dolphins, sprayed a fire extinguisher at the sharks, and stole Dirk the penguin. When they woke up with a terrible hangover and a confused bird in the middle of the room, they were terrified but didn't panic. They tried to take care of the penguin by feeding it and giving it a shower. Later, they took the penguin to a canal, but local residents spotted them and called the police. The judge ordered them to pay a fine of just $1,000 each and advised them to drink less vodka. Dirk was safely returned to his amusement park. 7. The Pretty Boy. Donald Chippu, who was suspected of arson and vandalism, sent the police in Ohio his own selfie because he didn't like the photo the state police used on the warrant for his arrest. Still on the run, he gave an interview to a local radio station, explaining his actions by saying, "I look terrible in that photo. I look like crap. No, that won't do." The Lima Police Department in Ohio responded, "We appreciate his help, but it would be better if he came to see us so we can talk." He was later arrested in Florida. 6. Idiot. Law enforcement officials were left puzzled when a Taliban commander surrendered and demanded the $1,000 reward that had been promised for his capture. Mohammed Astana, a field commander suspected of organizing attacks on American and Afghan checkpoints in the eastern and southern parts of the country, showed up at a military checkpoint with a poster featuring his photo and requested the money owed to him. Authorities couldn't understand his logic, but one American military psychologist simply explained to journalists, "It is clear that he is an idiot." 5. Joker. A man who attempted to rob a betting shop in Glasgow in 2014 armed himself with a cucumber stuffed into a black sock but was disarmed and taken down by an off-duty police officer who happened to be there. The robber, Harry Ruff, later tried to pass it all off as a joke and was shocked to receive a real prison sentence. 4. Clumsy robber. This unfortunate robbery was caught on surveillance camera in the town of Abingdon, Oxfordshire. During the robbery of a small pharmacy, 29-year-old James Allen removed his balaclava, knocked over a shelf with drinks, and then couldn't open the door to escape. Instead, the elderly woman he had tried to rob just minutes earlier with a toy gun managed to open it. Moreover, he had already tried to rob this same pharmacy 10 days earlier, also unsuccessfully. He received a 3-year sentence for the offenses captured on camera and 2 additional years for possession of a weapon or its imitation. 3. Badman. A criminal with the telling surname Badman from Bridgend, South Wales, decided to rob a hotel in the neighboring town of Porthcawl during an annual Elvis Presley lookalike convention. To do this, he put a plastic bag over his head, but upon entering the hotel, he either became disoriented or had difficulty breathing, leading him to remove the bag right in front of the surveillance camera, which greatly facilitated the police's task of catching him. 2. Fashion victim. It quickly became apparent that an aspiring criminal from Wales named Dean Smith had no sense of fashion. When going out to commit a robbery, he dressed in sunglasses and pulled socks over his shoes, something the police found hilarious afterward. It turned out that he was equally clueless about robbery. Just half an hour before attempting to rob the local Barclays Bank branch in the Welsh village of Treorchy, he had given his name and full address to a clerk. Initially, he had gone there to report a change of address, but, upon seeing the cash in the till, was struck by what seemed to him like a brilliant idea. However, neither his glasses, nor his socks, nor even the demonstration of a sharp blade impressed the cashier, and no money was given to him. He left empty-handed, but finding him was no problem at all. He was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for attempted robbery and carrying a weapon. 1. The Happy Car Thief. In Pretoria, South Africa, a man attempted to steal a car but found himself locked inside when the car's automatic lock system activated. According to the Star newspaper, he sat inside for an hour and a half, screaming for help, while passers-by laughed and waited for the police to arrive. The car owner, upon seeing a sweaty stranger inside, yelled, "What are you doing in my car?" If she had any questions, the police certainly didn't. The culprit was arrested and taken to the Pretoria police station. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on who you think was the smartest. See you in the next video.